So, what's up, guys? So, it's always a trending topic. Every now and again, it's always got to come up about women being flown out and thinking that they still have that opportunity. Now, look, we talking about women that's about 40 years old, late 30s, somewhere along the lines. But these are the same women that's been.
What is happening with the men in the world? They want to be catered to.
I can't even. When I hear it out loud, it just sounds.
They want to be catered to. They give you bare minimum. They don't want to spend money. Men will come with the bill will come to the table, and the men don't grab the bill. Women are grabbing the bill first. The women are grabbing the bill first, and we are paying for the bill.
Somebody said, "How about he come to you?" But that wouldn't even.
That's fine. Come to me. But don't ask, don't say you're not going to fly me, but come to New York. Okay, you're going to send for me?
Yeah, because he could have easily just been like, I want to see you. I will come to you.
What is happening with the men? I'm sorry. I think that I just am really actually old school in the sense that look, I do believe as women, we are working these days. There's not a lot of at-home mothers and, whatever, cool. But at the same time, my G, come with it or go home. What are we doing? What value are you adding into the life of a woman who is supposed to be catering to the home? You want the woman to cater to the house and make sure that she builds a home for you and to make it comfortable and to cook and to do all this. I believe in that. But at what point, if men ain't even flying, you are courting you, bruh. You want me to cook? You want me to clean?
Right.
You want all these things.
Still.
What?
Expecting those things.
No. What's going on?
But then adding on. So it's adding on.
I mean, and listen, someone said what's happening with the women too. I don't know that because I don't date women.
Promoting boss-like energy. I don't need a man when it comes to this. Well, when you talk about being flown out, the man is thinking, well, we don't need a woman like you because we already have women local who are just as beautiful, if not more, who have decent attitudes, who do have things going on for themselves, who knows how to hold a conversation, who's not boring, who's not taking half-naked pictures on Instagram and promoting extracurricular activities low-key. But you got these women that's mad because he don't want to fly me out. Well, he doesn't have to. You got these women mad because he's not buying me no flowers. Well, okay, let's look and see of the dynamics of what are your commands? Because these are commands now that you're putting on a man. Fly you out, buy you flowers. It does not work like that. Either you want one or the other. Because if he fly you out, you got to know what's coming for that. What's going to come with that? Is that an agreement, a verbal agreement, non-verbal agreement? What do you expect to take place because a man is flying you out? For you to have Bible study, play tiddlywinks, just talk about what? Your life story, how you've been a boss chick, how you was able to fly yourself out? Do you have a job or did you just save up for this in hopes of him flourishing some lifestyle? Look, Big Meech done got out. We know that. These are not the days where these men is flying out bukus of women. That everybody got a woman. That woman coming from what? New York. She coming from Miami.
What's wrong with that?
What? Big Meech?
What's wrong with flying them out and giving them flowers?
This is not the Big Meech days. Ain't nobody flying nobody out. Ain't nobody got no money for that.
It ain't tricking if you got it.
This is not the Big Meech days. Ain't nobody flying out like that. Big Meech is doing good to learn how the system work since he's out now and doing it low key. Pippin Ken done gave him some game. Not to say Big Meech needed any game, but it's different out here. What he say? Mess around, catch yourself a case. It's different out here. Ain't nobody flying nobody out. So I think women just need to focus on what they've been doing. If they want to fly themselves out, fly yourself out. Fly yourself out in hopes of meeting somebody. Be at a nice restaurant of some sort. Maybe you will attract him. But to be saying, oh, he didn't fly me out. He didn't have to. You got the money.
Well, maybe we should go back to those days.
Basics. Getting back to basics. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Because we need that.
Need what?
Stop being all hard. People being all hard. These guys being all, no, I ain't. They want to be with a girl. But then at the same time, she calls and say, can you fly me out? And you first thing come out the mouth now is, I ain't doing that.
You talking about the man's mouth?
I'm talking about the man. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not asking. I would
can't
never.
we do
Well, I'm
those
not in no
things?
position to be asking a man that know how. But I'm just saying, when I was single, I never would have asked a man to fly me out. And if I would have, I probably was just testing him to see if he was going to simp
Well,
to
those
it.
was the good old days.
No, because what if he expects something in return?
Well, that can be talked about before you come. Get flew out.
Well, then he might
It's not that hard.
Then he may not want to fly the person out.
Well, then she would say, well, he's not a type of guy like that. But to me, those was the good days. There was nothing wrong with flying a person out, having some flowers, waiting, maybe some candy too.
Okay, you fly.
Why we come up with this? Why we come out being so hard about everything?
Okay, so if you fly the person out, where are they supposed to stay once they arrive?
You get all that together before you come.
Well, the person I knew that got flew out, she get there. She had a ticket. Well, wait a minute. She flew herself out. The guy said that he would take care of everything once she arrives. Once she arrives,
I just think that
he was nowhere to be found because he was supposed to have taken care of the hotel.
I'm telling you now, it's not that hard. All you got to do is do for each other. That's all you got to do.
But what if you just meeting a man on Instagram? How you gonna do for each other?
We
You
ain't
don't even
talking
know the
about
man.
Instagram. We talking about just people being people.
I'm talking about Instagram when people just meeting up thinking they're gonna fly out. Like they on this dating site. They just gonna fly out.
I don't know nothing about the woman being on no dating site.
Oh yeah, they on dating sites or this friend done connected you to this
Everybody
friend.
you meet is not on a dating site.
No, everybody you don't meet, but then when people be trying to reconnect and have that old thing back and like, well, you know, it's been a little minute since we've seen each other. Why don't
All
you
I can
fly
say
out?
is, if you continue this way, you're going to be, both of y'all are going to be hurting in the end. The man and the woman I'm talking about. If y'all continue this way of being this way, it's over.
Well, I don't think it's safe just to be flying out to be with somebody
But
you don't know.
you cover all that. You didn't add all that at the time.
Well, this is how we are.
No, nowadays you definitely have to cover that. I understand that part of it, but I'm talking about the willingness for the two people to come together. Of course, you're gonna know you ain't gonna want to fly out to somebody you don't know.
Some people do.
Well, then that's their mistake. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people have done that and probably ain't even here on Earth from doing it that way. You gotta use some common sense also. But we're too hard against one another in this world today. And what we need today in this world is love.
So do you know who April Jones is? April Jones is a girl that used to date Omarion from B2K. And then she wound up dating his bandmate. Then she wound up dating, what's that actor's name? He was in How Stella Got a Groove back, Tay Diggs.
So what are you saying?
So she was one of the ones that said that men want to be catered to now. They want you to bring them the flowers. They don't want to fly you out. When I said this was starting to be a trending topic.
I already know that. That's what I said. That's the problem. The men want to be catered to. Mm-hmm. The woman wants to be catered to. You got to come to a conclusion of you do for each other. If you want, do for each other. Do something for him. Let him do something for you. Everybody's trying to be too hard. Oh, I ain't doing this. I ain't getting her no flowers. Let her get me some flowers. That ain't getting nowhere. That's crazy. It's time for that to end already.
Well, okay, this is somebody that has 2 kids by one of the guys from B2K. Do you think once you call yourself being
That's just an individual. You had women like that way forever.
Okay.
Nothing is new under the sun.
Then you got Chantel Jackson saying that the man wants to be catered to.
They're individuals. Of course, it's women that'll say that. But what I'm saying is, we as a whole, everybody needs to turn that hardness off and turn on some softness.